All right, good morning. It's running a little bit late this morning. My hair is still wet and I haven't eaten breakfast. So we're gonna take a look at what needs to be taken a look at here. And then run and grab some food if there's nothing going on. But welcome to day 19, Momo strategy trading in the sim. Excuse me. So today is the last day to recoup the $110 drop down that occurred on Wednesday, unfortunately. So we have to see if we're going to get anything, but the scanners aren't looking too hopeful this morning. Everything is a higher float, except for the leading gainer, which is LABT, but it is a higher price as well. We are below VWAP right now, and it looks like it's a fresh IPO, or maybe a name change or something along those lines. TRT made a little bit of a move during regular hours yesterday up to 1625 here. Or is that 1635? This is one of the stocks I traded the other day, and if we look at the weekly here, maybe a bit easier to see. We are kind of at all-time highs above the high yesterday here at 1635, because the last previous high was all the way up at 23 back in 85. So, I mean, this one still has some potential to move above 1635, but since it's a higher price stock, I would have to trade it very carefully and with smaller share size. So we will keep an eye on this one for blue sky setup. Other than that, I don't see any news headlines coming out right now. I'm gonna wait a few more minutes, but then I'm gonna grab a little bit to eat and make a coffee and whatnot. The S&P 500 is still going sideways. It dropped down during regular hours, but then it came back up. And over the past few days, we've kind of just been consolidating in this area. US oil continues to go up, back up, because it doesn't look like the Strait of Hormuz is really opening anytime soon, unless this recent sell-off had any sort of news. not sure. I haven't really been paying close attention to that. Cryptocurrency, kind of doing a little bounce here. Bitcoin. So JG is a Chinese stock that has a 7 a.m. headline, but we're right below the 200 moving average, and it doesn't have any volume. It does have an AI headline, but it doesn't really look like anything is moving right now. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna get a little bit of food, take my vitamins, do all that stuff. Since we're kind of just waiting for news to drop at 7:15, 7:30. Because there's not really anything on watch for me. But LABT on the side, but it's below VWAP. Nothing's really moving. Anyway, I'll be right back. I am back. I think we got some news popping up here. A Chinese company with a revenue headline. $200 is up at 314. High volume buying. Up 20% now. High is 225. A million share float. Max position size for a $2 stock is 400 shares. Double that of a $3 to $10 stock. So quarter size starter would be 100 shares. Looking for about 20 cents if this were to move. Looks like we're struggling a little bit though. It's only up 14%. Just a revenue headline. Also the Form 6K. We have a daily level at about 250 here. 44. Two-minute has that kind of really large doji. That's a big red candle. A little bit of a divergence from the 1 minute. ELPW popping up. Chinese stock with no news. It is moving quickly. 200K shares of volume. So we've seen these no news stocks move a little bit before. I'm not sure if I should take a starter on it or not. And we do have that seller popping up there. It's up 30%. High volume selling on the 1 minute now. The daily doesn't look that great. It's one of those stocks that just kind of sells off. Like we're just waiting for 7:30. Nothing really happening. WIMI sold off. This is just selling off now. So 6 minutes to 7:30. If we don't get anything at 7:30, then I guess we'll just be playing Slay the Spire again because we don't have anything on watch. There is nothing interesting that's even remotely moving right now. Kind of curling back the review up a little bit, but could just be stair stepping down. Just about 1 minute to 7:30. We're double bottoming off of 313 a little bit, 312. But watching for news at 7:30. We don't get anything. Attention might shift back to this for the breakthrough VWAP. There's a pivot here at 7 or 340. Broke through, but it rejected there. All right, well, the WIMI has been moving a little bit, but as you can see, every time it gets up near this pivot, it kind of just sells off pretty hard, kind of jackknifes. This last jackknife was 211 down to 195, 20 cents. But it takes, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles or 5 to 6 candles just to move up 20 cents. So your downside risk on this is a bit higher. Unless it can break and hold through high of day. We see it breaking there. Holds 225. No. 225 was that previous resistance level. And our next resistance level is at 244 on the daily. So if we hold here and we break above 230, then you might see a squeeze higher, but I'm just dropping back down. I don't think I'm really interested in this one either. What we are going to do is we're just gonna start another Slay the Spire run. Just try playing Ironclad, I guess. Potion slot, procure potions, remove a card. I like the third option, so. Three elites on the right side, that's probably death. Could go down the right and then have two campfires here, do an elite, and then have these question marks. Rupture. Don't have any HP loss cards yet, but I could take them. They're pretty common. In fact, I might visit the store just to see if there is an HP loss card to take here. Oh, there isn't. Colossus is really good. I like Colossus. No, I'm not going to waste the potion. WIMI curling back up, and I'm not interested in it because of these previous rejections. And I don't have anything else on watch, so we're waiting for news. It's an HP loss card for Rupture. Bloodwall's good. It's like no news at 7:45. Mangle. This is good against the B-man. Upgrade rupture here. I just play this to get some extra damage. I really don't want to continue taking damage, so I want to heal up a little bit. ELPW kind of curling back up again, but I'm not really interested. Another Colossus. It is good if I can get more vulnerable cards. Upgrade my bash. I'm just looking at ELPW. I mean, that's a pretty strong move back up. I'll pay attention to it for a minute here. Nothing else really moving. I was 4. We have a little bit of resistance up there at 364. kind of hovering around 350 right now. Kind of a flat top around 360, 364, 365. Remind ourselves that this is a Chinese stock with no news, so it's a little bit riskier here. Trying to come back up to that pivot a little bit, but it's got a bunch of topping tails. $10 left on the 2-minute candle. High of 360, pivot of 364. Break through there. It only moves 20 cents, 25 cents. I mean, the problem with this stock is that I have trouble trusting it. It's likely that it's just going to double top up here. It's 8 a.m. Watching for news. So we're actually not breaking down 100 EMA, even though we double topped up there. And we have a bit of a false break here again. Let's see anything popping up at 8 a.m. Not yet, at least. So today definitely, so far, hasn't been the price action to help me go green on the week. CNI, the penny with a private placement, that makes it's a big move, 150% instantly. We have a seller coming out there. So this penny's an experiment, trading it on breaking news. Take it out of my metrics, win or loss, as I've said before. Might look to buy a dip down at 1. Sellers coming out. I'm gonna buy at 105 there. We seem to have some support at 103. That is 130. It breaks down there. Get back out. Interesting. We pop up 150%, but the first pullback doesn't end up working on these pennies. It's super weird. I don't know. The more I trade them, the more I'm just confirming that I'm not used to them, I'm not trading the right ones, or they're not kind of volatile. They don't trade normally sometimes. But like I said, it's not included in my metrics. We're still a no trade day for the most part for my actual strategy. So my intention on this penny was to buy the dip down here at 103. I saw that we dropped back down, got close to 1, which was VWAP is approaching 1. So I bought when I saw green on the tape at 103, expecting it to squeeze back up. Ended up going up only to 110. I was hoping that it would be at least like 115 to take some profit. Back here, 113, 114. It's curling back through VWAP a little bit. So I'm going to take a position expecting the break back through 1. Stop is 90. Back out. Yeah, these are super odd. Granted, there was higher volume selling than buying here, but this looked like to be a nice entry candle for the break back through if it squeezes back up to 120. Let's see here though. We double bottom, then come back up to 95 and break through 95, then we'll probably see the squeeze back through 1. It's interesting this a private placement catalyst caused it to go up 150% instantly though. Private placement was a catalyst that was a theme about a year ago, but since then it hasn't really been working so well. Usually depends on the dollar amount too. Got some volume coming back in. I'll take a position again, expecting the break through 1 as we're double bottoming. If it breaks through, I'll add. We got 30 seconds left on that 5-minute candle. Kind of the 1-minute or the 5-minute candle is 98. So stop is 87 here. If we break back up, then I assume that we're going to see significant capitulation, but breaks down then. So let's stop there. So this experiment isn't working. Oh, but now it goes. Yeah, there it goes. The heck? So if it breaks through 1, okay, MRK. Yeah, forget this experiment. It's not working. So KMRK popped up for a brief second there with foreign private issuer form 6K and a revenue headline. Now let me reset this chart view. The all-time highs isn't far away actually. It's up at 550 for this stock. So this could be a blue sky setup here if it breaks back through 550. We had significant resistance up there, but there's a lodging and leisure. down 3%. This looks like it's kind of continuation from some previous days here too, but we have some fresh news. I don't think I'm going to trade penny stocks anymore. I mean, every time I've traded them, they've always just never worked. They're a bit difficult to deal with. And if I ever get to a larger account size, then I'm going to have to trade like 50,000, 100,000 share positions with them. It's a bit risky if the stock ever decides to just tank by like 30 cents instantly, 40 cents. So I think that's enough of the penny experiment that I've been doing for the past couple of weeks. I'm not really gonna trade them anymore. I don't like them. They work for some people, but they don't work well for me and my strategy. So once again, we're kind of just waiting for news. We're waiting for this to curl up back up to 550. So we're gonna go back to playing Slay the Spire for the next 15 minutes or so. That's more damage. ELPW attempting to go back to the highs again. Not really gonna trade it though. Beat on the bone is really good. A bully. More vulnerable cards. Vulnerable build would be okay. Max HP is kind of valuable with meat on the bone. Don't be greedier than that. Excuse me. Dominate. It's interesting. We have to rest here because we're facing the guy that likes to explode on you. I need HP. Did I not? Where is my... There it is. So, I'll watch LPW. It's coming back up to the highs again. A little bit annoying that it's not just dying, because this isn't really a stock that I particularly want to trade if it breaks through. Like if it breaks through 4, then it'll be the only opportunity for the day and it'll be our leading gainer. Chinese stocks with no news can make moves sometimes, but I just know that if I trade it and I go red on it, I'm going to get annoyed. Because it's not the typical stock that I would prefer to trade. Crappy looking daily Chinese stock with no news, you know. Already double topped twice. So it breaks through. Does it hold? So we're triple topping. So it's kind of interesting. There's several of it's given us several of these opportunities here for the retest of VWAP. It's also given us some bear traps. So back here for the breakthrough 330, back here for the breakthrough 349. But since the market is a bit colder, I'm trying not to trade these on the backside of the move for the curl back up because they haven't been working for me recently. I'd rather not go red again on Friday. I'd rather trade the best quality setups. To be honest, what this feels like is just like we reach the EMA and we have like covering, and then we have someone pumping the stock. It rallies back up and then they just sell when it reaches 4. It's kind of what it feels like. I don't know. Anyway, back to Slay the Spire. 19 times 3. 57 damage. So it's dead. Movable's pretty good. What's the upgraded version of this card? 1 cost? Yeah, that's pretty good if I upgrade it. So actually here, ELPW might be an option here. 20 seconds left on that 5-minute candle for the breakthrough 4. I'm going to take a small position. Top is 390. Looking for the breakthrough. The breakthrough 405. I'm going to add to the position. Looking for the squeeze up to 450. I was 419 there. Not pulling away, so I'm just going to get back out. It's not moving very nicely. Right there, I expected it to pop significantly. But we're just kind of forming a topping tail now. This is what I mean by like we break through there, but we just get pushed down by sellers. Now we have 1 million shares of selling volume on this candle. So like it's too hard to trust these type of stocks that just reject over and over. These no news Chinese stocks that have crappy daily. Like we have a hammer on the 5-minute here. We have a green bodied on the 1-minute. That should have punched all the way to 450, but the moment it didn't, I'm like, yeah, there's something wrong here. I'm getting out. TRT. Coming back to that previous level of 1635. The light volume, 8,000 shares of volume at 15. Or if TRT gets some volume and it starts pulling away above 16, then it might have a huge squeeze because blue sky setup. And it just needs some volume. Right now it's got a 20-cent spread. Two minutes to 8:30. 8:30, watching for news. SST right underneath the 200 moving average, or 55. NTIP has some news. Higher float though. S&T is a continuation from yesterday, I guess, but bounced off of the 200 EMA here. Yeah, needs to get above 450. NTIP, it's a bit cheaper and the float's too high, so I'm not really interested in NTIP. Only have 20%. This daily looks terrible. What is that? Am I seeing that right? Breaks. It's interesting that Ross is taking trades on this stock, but the float is outside of my the float range I usually like to trade in my strategy. Like my maximum is 10 million shares, even during a hot market. So it is surprising to me that we see this kind of volume here. That's interesting. I mean, I to be honest, I don't really understand how there could be this much volume after having a shooting star on the 10-second coming back down to the 9 EMA. Like, yes, it is holding the 20, I guess. Double bounced off, broke back through VWAP, creeped up. Then it rejected. But I spot the dip here and it just surged up and broke through. Came back, broke up again. I don't know. I'm not sure what he sees in this that I don't see, but but I'm not trading it. I'm trying to be really selective with my setups and my selection so that I can improve my accuracy. This is outside of the float range that I usually do well in. 12 million shares. You have to be a sniper. Like, you have to be really accurate to get significant profit on this type of stock here. And the daily just doesn't look very nice. I don't know. Never seen a daily with this kind of price action before. Looks like grass. He made some money on it. Good for him. I'm just still waiting around for something that meets my criteria. So we're going to continue our run here. There is nothing interesting to me. Remove 5 cards. Hell's Tears is really good. I need to upgrade anything. I do need to upgrade unmovable. If I go right, I have a shop and then a campfire, then another shop. If I go left, then there's 2 elites. I gotta remember to move my scanner up here. I can see it. Okay, so 1 campfire, 2 campfire. SSD moving. Any damage. Do I just block? Just block. I will admit today, I mean, I'm a little bit frustrated that I've been passing all of these opportunities by. Like, I call them opportunities, but it's a bit difficult to be discretionary with some of these trades because they're outside of like what I've established as rules for myself not to trade because I generally don't do well on them. So like ELPW, those VWAP setups and the curl setups, and I've said cold market curling patterns, they're just not working. I just have to stop trading them. But they would have worked today. That stock that just, was curling back up with a higher float. I said no because it's a higher float and it's cheaper price, $2. And the daily looks weird, so 3 for 3, no. But I'm really trying to stick to my discipline. Just trade the best. I think I need some draw. And get rid of a strike. Tuning fork is kind of good. So 45 would be trigger my meat on the bone. I don't know if I even want to bother, though. EOPW coming up again, but I I don't trust it now after this this last setup here, this rejection. So it's unfortunate that I draw these cards on my first turn. I have to play this. This is interesting now. Don't like that. Block equal to poison. Shivs with strength build. Expertise is really good. Vulnerable. Oops. I don't really know if... I guess I'll take Assassinate. I'll just draw here. The vulnerable potion now, because it doesn't really matter. The plan is to just blow them up. We'll draw. Blow them up. My week. Seven minutes to 9 a.m. Barricade. Could be good with Blood Wall. Just a little bit expensive, but I can afford it. Crimson Mantle is actually really good though, with Rupture, so that's a better option. Draw. It's still grinding up, but I don't know how much I trust the LPW. It's really hard to trust it. Kind of has some ascending resistance too. There. So I think I take Iron Club. Be good for draw. Maybe I go down the right pass and kill a bunch of elites. I just kill the back guy. The front guy doesn't even really do any damage, so. Barrier. I don't think I need it. We're gonna do that. We do that. We're just gonna go ham. Even energy. $68. I think that kills. More draw. Exhaust. I think I take this draw. Bit late for credit card. I don't need the Inferno really. I think it's best just to remove. Take a. Maybe take a regen potion. And don't need strength potion. I'll take an energy potion. Preparing for the boss fights and the elite fights. Well, it's kind of awkward that I don't have any block in my hand. Smangle. That's a good card. 5 vulnerable in turn. So it is 9 a.m. So I should watch for news here. Let's hope that we get something. I would like something today. So the TRT dream just died because they just announced a direct offering. This is the one that I was watching since earlier. don't see any news, but we do have a 5-minute entry candle with a high of 420 here. We have the 200 EMA on SST at 455, and we have resistance at 433. So unless MACD crosses over and we get significant volume here to punch through this nice looking entry here, holding the 9 EMA on the 2-minute. Then I can't get in, but we might see some volume here. Right now it's really light volume, 4,000, 21,000, 7,000. You can tell just on the 10-second that it's barcoding, but this is a continuation setup on SST. It's only up 9%, but here comes some volume. High is 433. EMA is at 55. So do I buy into resistance to anticipate the break on this? I'm not sure. High is 45. And it dumps. So I did anticipate that there would be volume coming back into this. I could have bought at 423, but it's very risky considering how light volume this is. If I bought at 420, 425, then could have made 20 cents a profit. I also couldn't guarantee that I would make 20 cents a profit because previous resistance was at 33. It could have just popped up 10 cents and then jackknifed. So I'm just watching this for the breakthrough 45. Need to see it break the 200 EMA at 55 or squeeze higher. Next level, if it breaks through 55, would be 583, or about maybe 566, 583, 550, we'll say. Would have $1 a share to move. It looks like today might really be a no trade day. I don't have anything. It's already 9 a.m. The only thing that's been moving today is no news Chinese stocks, penny stocks, and high float stocks, all outside of what I want to trade. So Ross made a little bit of money on that higher float stock, but it's going to get his profit's going to get eaten up by commissions. So his day is also not that great today. So we're back to playing Slay the Spire, I guess. Sometimes it takes a while to pop up. We're actually kind of coming back up here on SST a little bit. Let's see if it breaks 455. 40 seconds left on that 5-minute candle. This candle closed red or green? Closes red on the 5-minute. Green on the 1-minute. Okay, so let's see what happens here. 10 seconds left on that candle. Some volume coming in. Break. I'm going to take a small position. Stop is 55. I'll add if it continues squeezing. It's not really pulling away. Just going to get out on the ask if I can. It's not pulling away. Nope. I tried to get out on the ask there, but I had to get out on the bid. There was a little bit of a spread there. It ended up being a 20-cent loss. I'm annoyed. I'm going to be honest, I'm annoyed. It's annoying to you know, wait around all day, and then have your second trade, both your trades that you take for the day, not really work out. We broke through 55 there, so we broke 2 levels of resistance on this daily continuation here. I expected that to pull away. We're still holding a little bit, so there's a possibility that it starts to get some volume. I was 65. But we got some increasing volume. I'll add back here. Now we should have some volume coming back in. Stop is 65. Volume's increasing, which is good. We're just gonna hold. I'm gonna get out on the ask here if I can. No. I got out break even for a scratch trade. I didn't take profits up here at 85 because it was only 15 cents. So we kind of came back down here. I thought this might be a pullback, but we broke through the first pullback. So the first pullback was 85, and the second pullback we went up to 88, and we kind of rejected back down. I didn't take profits. I thought since we broke 85, then we would go up to at least 490, and then I could take profits at 490. I think it's just not happening today. AUD has a public offering headline. I think I'm just going to play Slay the Spire. I don't know if I'm going to take any more trades today. It's clearly not happening. And I'm just getting annoyed now. So we'll continue watching, but I recognize that today is it's a little bit frustrating waiting all day, hoping. Part of that is a little bit that I have you know, I'm in a significant drawdown right now. So I want, I want opportunities to make it back, but I can't get too impatient and start just trading anything that's moving, or else I'm gonna get myself into even further into the red. So you have to just chill out. $33 and $31, that's 60. I think that's enough to kill, right? Another draw, more draw. I think I could take a little bit more draw. This is a little bit rough. They are attacking immediately. I'll take an energy tincture just so I can rupture this turn. Another rupture. I really need that much? I don't think I do. I upgrade or do I do the boss? I don't think I need upgrades. I don't think I need upgrades. I do just get relics. Take this. I'm gonna avoid taking too much damage. I can always get more potions. think I need any of this. Double boss, triple boss on the left side. Oh, all my power or my rupture is at the bottom of my deck right now, which isn't good. Just drew this power, which is good. I don't want to exhaust that yet. And exhaust one of these. There's 4 minutes to the opening bell. SST kind of curling back up. Got a bit of an entry candle at 460. But the problem is, like, I don't know how much I can trust it. The high was 488. Bash for 22. I mean, I don't have any defense in my hand. That's really my only option. Ouch. That hurts. Budget is good. Dismantle. If that hits twice is pretty good with a strength build. Could take another bloodletting though. Only have one of them. Bloodletting is good. Draw. So coming up to the opening bell here, but according to my strategy, I don't have a cushion, so I can't trade the opening bell. So we're not trading anything, we're just watching. SSD ended up going from 470 up to 497 on continuation. The volume is really light though for opening bell, 150,000. That's good. More draw. More draw is always good. You just Colossus. He's doing a bit too much damage. I don't think I need a rupture because I have dominate. So just spare the energy for me to kind of go ham next turn here. Definitely doing that. This is selling off now. ELPW is selling off. Everything's selling off. We're just finishing our run here, and then we'll do a recap. Kind of useless, so Rod is good though. Take another Colossus. Colossus is pretty good in this deck, so just gonna rest. And we have a regen potion, and a healing potion, and a dex potion. A regen. Can't do anything, it's invincible right now, so we just have to pass. LIDR, that's a lot of volume, but it's a super high float. Kind of breaking over that daily level there. We're getting close to it at 280, 281. Like I said, I can't trade here at the open, so I'm gonna exhaust my strike here, my defense. So that power really sucks. Can't draw additional cards. Would like to draw cards. This boss really sucks. Kind of overtuned, to be honest. Can't even play this. Huh. So we're just gonna exhaust or lose energy on that. Guess we're gonna have to do this. Toss one of our Colossus. Blood Wall. This gives me one extra energy so that I can bash. Get some more vulnerable on him. Just heal a little bit. Just why not? I guess just continue applying vulnerable. Do that so I get some extra energy next turn. I think I have them low enough now that I can afford to just exhaust a bunch of stuff. So I'm gonna double that. And I just kill him with Bully. There we go. Kind of a silly boss, but we end up winning with the strength build. Very nice. At least we accomplished something today, because we definitely didn't accomplish anything with trading today, that's for sure. Okay. Time to quit. All right. Time to do recap. So today we're down $5. CNI, I'm like I've said before with these pennies, I'm just experimenting with them, so I'm removing them from my metrics, but I'm not going to anymore. I'm like 6 out of 6 for losses with pennies or something, very close to. Other than like the only pennies that I have in my VWAP setups are pennies above $1.50. For like a retest a VWAP or test a VWAP. I don't trade pennies otherwise. I was just trying to see if trading breaking news pennies would be worth it, but I don't know. I don't do very well on them, so I'm probably not just going to leave them alone from now on. But I'm not including it in my metrics. Other than that, ELPW, we got out basically break even. This would get eaten up by commissions. SST, we tried for the break of break and hold of the 200 EMA, but it didn't pull away. Ended up dropping back down. Tried to get it on the ask, failed to get out on the ask. Had to sell on the bid for 10-cent spread because it was lighter volume than I expected. I thought volume was going to come in once it broke the 200 moving average, but it didn't. Second trade on SST was a scratch trade. So today is a $5 red day. If I were trading with real money, it would probably be like a $10 red day because of commissions. Not a huge red day. The problem is that earlier in the week on Wednesday, I took a big double max loss day of $110. So I think we end up down like 120 on the week or something like that. Unfortunately, giving back all of the profits that I made in the past 19 days of streaming. So the profits that are left were from that big move on ARTL on the previous week that I didn't end up streaming. So we're still, we're still not in the red. We're basically break even right now if we factor in commissions. The potential commissions that I could have incurred throughout my entire time of trading. So we're a break even trader right now. Given this cold market, at least we're keeping our head above water, barely. But what I don't want to do is start losing money and then go into the red, because that would mean that I'm not ready to trade with real money. And I do want to go live with real money soon, both for entertainment and for my own purposes, like getting the feel of how my emotions are when I trade with real money. So I would like to do that at the beginning of May. But if next week doesn't go well and I don't recover this drawdown and I continue to have poor accuracy and this and that, then I'll have to continue trading in the simulator for a bit longer. But I'm going to go through my VODs this week and do my own preparation for next week so that I can recover myself in this drawdown once again. And I did only just change my position management and all that and some of my key binds. So to a certain extent, like, it's kind of understandable that I had some mishaps this week. I think like on Monday, I could have had a much better green day, but I fumbled it up because of my key binds. Tuesday was kind of a scratch day. If I didn't mess up Wednesday, get FOMO on it, and if I didn't mess up my key binds on Monday, this would have been not a bad week at all. Would have been pretty decent. But I'm still messing things up. I'm still only 8 months into my journey here. At the end of April, it'll be 9 months now that I've been trading. But I feel like I know the setups, I know the stock selection, and I have the information I can generally see the entries that I'm supposed to find. But it's just a matter of practice, both with the discipline muscle and with scaling and position management. Over time, I believe that I can become profitable. For now, we're still a break-even trader, trying to improve our accuracy. But I think that's it for me today. I can't take any trades at the open because of my rules. My rules say no cushion, no trades at the open. So we're going to come back next week with a fresh mindset to practice our scaling. And today our scaling, you know, the fact that we reduced our maximum position size did a little bit of work for us today. We're not, we continued only trading with 50 shares, just small position size. So we're not super in the red. We're only $5 in the red. If I were trading with 10 times the account size or 100 times the account size, if I were trading with Ross's account size, this would be like a $500 red day for him, which, that's not bad. So I'm still optimistic about my changes. I feel like that they were good changes, especially the ones that I just did recently, reducing my maximum risk down to 2% and scaling into trades. I feel like that's going to be a game changer if I can get used to it. But anyways, that's it for me. Thank you to whoever stopped by and watched today. I'll be back at it Monday morning, 7 a.m. Eastern time, as per usual. In any case, take care, stay green, and I'll see you next time.